Hi, I'm Anthony from Learning to Play the Guitar. In this video I'm going to show you how to play the song All Torn Down by The Living End. Alright, the first chord we have to play in the intro is a C sharp minor chord. Second chord is C sharp minor with A in the bass, so we lose the first finger in 4 strings in the middle. Yep. Then we're going to change that bass note to G sharp, which is at the top here. And the final chord in this section is just a G sharp 7, same position but that chord shape. And then we're just picking our way through the arpeggio of each chord, and the bass note is obviously changing. There's a little stepping note as well between each section, and for me as well, watching the picking direction is going to be down, down, up, down, up, up, and then down on a number 4 G sharp, which is that guy there, last note of the bar. Second bar similar, but A instead of the C sharp note, so open A. E on the end, which is the stepping stone note, if you like, to the G sharp in the bass now. So we're skipping a string now. G sharp is number 4 on the E string. Skipping now to that note, and then the final chord G sharp 7 is this guy in the same sort of pattern, but now the chord has changed quite a bit. And the final note, number 6, it is that note, but it does a little slide into it on the end. And the other thing to take note of as well for the intro in particular is he's palm muting the arpeggios. So the palm here is muting behind play. He lets the bass notes ring out a little bit more than the rest of the chord, but it's a good exercise in palm muting. So that's the sound of that. The final time, it does 4 of them, he releases the palm mute bit by bit as it goes along, and the final time, instead of arpeggiating, picking right to the G sharp 7 chord, he's just going to do the old down strum 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and into the next part of the intro. So the second part of the intro is a bit more rockin'. Chords here, C sharp 5 power chord, B power chord, and then there's a bit of a riff thing, but after that little riff thing, part 1, there's an A major, however you like to play A. There's also an open strum before that, but we'll go to that in a second. So in slow motion, I've got some down ups here which might help as well. Down, up, down, up, down. And then we're going to play some octaves. He loves his octaves. Chris Sheeny. So 6 and 9, up, down, up, which is a bunch of G sharp notes. And then I'm going to slide up on the offbeat to the F sharp, 4s and 7s. 2 and a 5 is E, up, down. And then we're going to open strum to allow us to get to an A chord in the next bar. Down, down, and up on the E. Arpeggio there, and then we've got a little bendy 4. The second one, he hits the E string at the same time. So just a half bend, just that far. So you're trying to get to that E note. So I'll do the whole thing again. So there's 2 of those into the verse. In the verse we've got 4 chords, C sharp minor reappears again, A, but instead of being open A, we're going to play A, which is the half bar, so versus the whole bar chord. We're just going to use those 4 strings of it, as you can see in the tab there. Then we've got an E major, and the old G sharp 7 again from the intro. So here we've got a bit of a reggae sort of thing going on the offbeat. where we're playing each chord for the C sharp and the A on the offbeat. And so for me, I end up strumming up strumming, and I might do a sort of a dead on the down strum in reality when it's sort of rocking along. So the whole sound would be like this, 3 and 4 and. So each time I'm playing those chords, I'm bouncing the pressure off so they don't ring out like that. But on the A1 in particular, I'm really careful I'm not hitting these bass strings, otherwise it will get very messy. Let's see if I had the dead strum in. The other one I didn't, sorry. So dead strum version. So either one works quite fine. The dead strum sounds sort of cool if you like to add that into the mix. After the C sharps and A's backwards and forwards, we've got an E, which is just the E chord itself. Bass end, down, walk a full strum, and then 2-note arpeggio, which is pretty easy. And then G sharps again, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So the whole thing would be like as a package. I'll just go C sharp A once into the E. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the chords in the chorus are A, B, and E. And there's a little fill around this E chord, which is going to be based on the strumming of down, up, down. And then I go up the second time. I'm actually playing a pair of twos in taps, sorry, pair of twos with a muted B string, and then down on a pair of fours, up on a pair of twos, back to the E, down, up. Sort of emphasis on the treble and the bass strings. So I'll just do that bar again. It's a little bit fiddly. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up. I'll do that bar again. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And the second time it's A again, B, and then an E, very briefly, and then up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So moving these octaves down from first ring on 7, 6, 4 and a 2, all octaves. And so you're going to go up, down, up, down, up, down, up. So you got E, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. And then last bit of this first chorus is A, again, B again, and C sharp minor on the end of that. So I'll do all that chorus as one chunk, nice and slowish. Going back into that second verse is the little thing he's doing as well, I might take note of, where we've got to go one finger sort of C sharp sus thing before he lands the C sharp minor chord. 3 and 4. Then you're into the reggae thing. That's just one thing to note there. Next main different part is the bridge. So simple sort of punk rocky thing. C sharp minor, A again, B again. We've got no reason. 3, 4. Then you got an E, G sharp. Same bit as before. So I'm going to play the solo nice and slow. It's 95% based around C sharp minor pentatonic with some extra chord tones thrown in, like the A note that appears occasionally as well. So here we go, just a slow version with the tab. This little repeating lick. Now this is the fiddly bit. So when I played this lick in my demo before, I used pull-offs to play a lot of these notes, but it does sound like he's picking more of those notes than I would be able to easily. So I'm going to show you two ways of doing it. One is the pull-off version. It's just C sharp minor pentatonic, but it's very quick, being 16ths at 130 BPM. But here is the lick, maybe with picking. That's the picking version, or you can do pull-offs. So I'm basically, if it's a pair of notes on a string, I'm going to pull off, like the 12-9 pull off, 11-9s, I'll make them pull-offs, etc. But whatever works for you, I think, is the short answer, really. Continuing on. Now I've got an open A string resonating underneath this little slidey riff stuff. Then a pair of octaves with a muting on the G string in the middle, open A, and sliding. So I might just do that tail end again in one hit. On to the end, the bridge reappears with the C sharp minor, A, and the B, but repeats 4 times to a G sharp 7 with the stop. Then it key changes for a little bit to B minor. You got no reason, G, blah, 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 twice. Still down picking. Then we're at the final coda ending, which is the same as the intro, same pattern. The very last one though, he does a retard, which means he slows down on the G sharp 7. So maybe I'm just going to play the last one with that slow down on the end and the extra little bar that happens. So I've got the same C sharp minor thing. G sharp 7 slows down. Slide to the 6, and then C sharp minor, or just even a power chord. So those 4 notes, and then the C sharp sus, so we lose the second finger. And then he does that little weird picking up there behind the nut. Depending on how your guitar is, that will sound quite different. So that's all the parts of the song. I hope you have fun learning this Living End classic. Subscribe to the Learning to Play the Guitar YouTube channel for more lessons, and don't forget to click on the bell to receive notifications when I upload a new video. You can also check out my books and more guitar lessons at learningtoplaytheguitar.net. Thanks for watching and keep practicing.